Will you please get out of here?
Oh, I'm sorry, mademoiselle. It's an emergency. Some people I'd rather not meet just now.
Well, next time you want to hide, be good enough not to choose my fitting room.
Oh, I will. I mean, I won't.
Now, will you please go?
Yes, mademoiselle. At once. And thank you.
Allow me to play in my own way.
Certainly, if you don't mind making a fool of yourself.
Bonsoir, monsieur, dame.
Who is he?
Don't know.
Be careful. You never know these days.
No. But I can see he's French, the way he's looking at Frisette.
Cognac.
You'll be asking for a beef steak next.
Well, it was worth trying. Coffee, then.
And you're lucky to get that.
I'm always lucky.
You'll need your luck in this town, monsieur.
Started well.
What's your name?
Jean-Baptiste. Oh, Jean-Baptiste, pourquoi? Oh, Jean-Baptiste, pourquoi? Oh, Jean-Baptiste, why do you grease your little dog's nose with tar? Hee-hee, ho-ho, ha-ha. Hee-hee, ho-ho, ha-ha.
Thank you, monsieur. Do me the honor to drink with me.
1,000 thanks, monsieur.
Germaine, Napoleon brandy for our visitor.
Certainly, monsieur. Voila.
Monsieur, I give you a toast. To France.
To our beloved France. Tell me, what are the Boches like in this town?
No better than anywhere else. Bandits. Shh. Why should I? He's a Frenchman, isn't he? Nonsense. Just because the man's a moneylender, it doesn't mean that he's a traitor. You don't like the Boche any more than we do, eh, Monsieur Jacquier?
Did you speak to me? I'm rather hard of hearing. Got to get back home. You don't happen to know where one can get a bit of cheese?
Madame Dorland had some this morning in the shop.
Yes, but it was far too expensive. Oh, far too expensive.
And he's the richest man in Saint-Pierre. The old miser. Hey, Mathieu, can't you play something a little more cheerful?
Oh, Jean-Baptiste, pourquoi? Oh, Jean-Baptiste, pourquoi? Oh, Jean-Baptiste, why do you grease your little dog's with tar? Hee-hee-ho-ho-ha-ha, hee-hee-ho-ho-ha-ha. Because he has little catarrh, because he has little catarrh. Oh, that is why I always grease my little dog's with tar. Hee-hee-ho-ho-ha-ha, hee-hee-ho-ho-ha-ha. Oh, that is why I always grease my little dog's nose with tar.
I hope you're going to stay with us some time.
Well, that depends. Where can I stay tonight?
There's a little hotel around the corner.
Did Monsieur ask you?
Oh, I was only trying to be helpful.
He doesn't want any help.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. I left Saint-Nazaire without reporting to the police.
La, the Boches are very strict here. You'd better find a place to stay before curfew.
I've got it. The Hotel de la Belle Alliance, just across the way.
Thank you.
I'm glad to help.
Any work going here?
If you don't mind being paid by these German pigs. I need a little fresh air. Au revoir. Sit down.
Good evening, Fräulein. Would you like a drink?
I've had a drink.
Would you like a little walk?
I've had a little walk. Would you like a little walk? No? Oh, well, some other time.
Mon Dieu, we shall be late for the curfew.
Quick, Audrey.
Pardon, monsieur, it is curfew time.
Cafe.
Would you have us violate the orders of the commandant?
No. I must come back some other time.
Must you? Well, I hope I've seen the last of him.
Secure, aren't you?
Why not?
Gonna marry a rich man, I suppose.
Any objections?
Who is he?
I don't know yet.
And there's still a chance for all of us.
Very sure of yourself, aren't you?
Well, I'm always lucky, I told you. Good night, little cabbage. You'll look good in furs and diamonds.
Who's there? What do you want?
Any room?
No. My husband's away and I'm taking no chances.
Hey, you!
Who's there?
Don't be frightened.
I'm not in the least frightened. Oh, it's you. You make a habit of this sort of thing?
Oh, please, mademoiselle, let me explain.
I know you're running away again.
Yes.
Do you expect me to believe that?
You can believe what you like, mademoiselle. I'm hiding from a patrol. My papers aren't quite in order. I've nowhere to stay for the night. What is it, Maddie?
It's all right, Father. Monsieur's French.
What does he want?
Somewhere to stay for the night.
This is not an hotel. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. I'll go.
Wait, if you're in trouble.
Trouble? Why are you hiding? My papers aren't quite in order. Do you want to endanger the lives of innocent people? Don't you know that we're liable to be shot for letting you in?
But, Father...
No, no, no. He must go. All right, I'll go.
But you can't go like this. They'll catch you. Come with me.
Are you mad?
Don't worry.
Marie, I forbid it.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Marie. Oh, Madame Labouche, this man's a friend of mine. Will you put him up for the night?
Tell him to come in.
Goodbye. Adieu, mademoiselle.
Welcome, monsieur.
Thank you, madame. You're very kind.
We've got to help each other these days. Come.
I think I ought to warn you that my papers aren't quite in order.
Tiens. You're not the first, my boy, and you won't be the last. Come and sit down. I'll give you some soup.
Any trouble?
None at all. I had to help him.
I know. All I meant was that you should be more careful with strangers. They may not think as we do.
I know. Somehow I trusted him.
You seem to have learned a great deal about him in a very short time. But I have news for you. Mathieu has been here.
Yes? And the petrol dump?
A complete success.
Wonderful.
It's you who are wonderful, Mary. France may well be proud of your courage.
Courage. It's never so frightened in all my life.
Then your courage is even greater, my child.
I am your child. Good night, Father.
Oh, it was only a small garage, you know, but I was very proud of it. I hadn't done so badly. I'd saved quite a bit. Soon I was going to have a petrol pump. 10,000 litres. Oh, I had such schemes. I was going to have a man to work with me. I was going to build a new workshop.
I know, like this soup. It was to have had meat in it, but it hasn't. Those thieving Germans have seen to that.
Looks good to me. Where did you get that bread?
Aha, you Bretons don't know how to make bread. The best bakers come from Marseille.
You made it yourself?
I'm the baker. I've been since my son went away. He's with the Free French.
How did he get to England?
Oh, there are ways. Many have gone. Many English that were left behind, and many French too. And there will be many more.
But that's why I've come to Saint-Pierre. I must get to England. There's so much I can do there. I can tell them...
But all right. They're always bothering me trying to get a bit of extra bread. All right, I'm coming. If you want bread at this hour of the night. Good evening, monsieur. What can I do for you?
We're searching for a man.
A man? Dear me, what should I be doing with a man at my time of life? I've got something to show you. Even the soldiers of the Reich have their weaknesses, n'est-ce pas? And I know yours.
You do you?
Made with real cream. And don't ask me where I got it from.
What?
I tell you, you're wasting your time. There's no one here. Oh, mon Dieu, how many more times must I tell you? My soup's getting cold, and if you can think of nothing better than bothering honest citizens...
Halt, Monsieur Maul. Stop screaming like a fishwife.
So, I am to be insulted too, am I? Well, wait till your commander hears of it. He'll have a word to say to you, my friend, or he'll get no white rolls tomorrow, only black bread that he can eat like everybody else and choke on it.
There is no need to get excited.
Indeed. Well, my patience is exhausted. No, I tell you, next time the commander shall hear of this, I promise you.
Achtung! Links up! Marsch!
Jean-Baptiste! Jean-Baptiste! Oh!
Abteilung, halt! Number 1 patrol reporting.
Did I hear a shot?
Yes, someone in the square. Wouldn't advance when challenged, so I fired.
Man or woman?
We were not close enough to see.
Hit him?
No, it was too dark.
Dummkopf.
Did you see that twice? I got it.
Magnificent.
What are you reading?
Clausewitz on strategy.
Oh, yes, Clausewitz knew a lot about strategy, but I don't suppose he knew how to dance.
I don't suppose he had time to.
Well, we are the victors, aren't we? Why shouldn't we enjoy the rewards of victory?
Such as investigating the charms of the vanquished. The feminine ones.
Why shouldn't I? Not too old for it, am I?
What's the devil? A letter for you, sir. It was pushed under the door.
All right.
Oberstleutnant, the petrol dump's caught fire.
What?
Everything's burned out.
How did that happen? I don't know.
I do.
What do you mean?
Sabotage, obviously. If you don't put your foot down, we'll soon be the laughing stock of the town.
What do you suggest?
Discipline them. Give them a taste of the whip. The population is getting completely out of hand.
Oh, it's not the population. They'd be all right if they weren't encouraged by those bandits with their confounded Lorraine Cross.
Perhaps you would allow me to take charge. I have certain ideas as to how these things should be done.
All right, then. All I want is results. Do what you like, but do it quickly.
Thank you, sir.
What the devil does this mean? Von Kleist, what do you know about this?
Well, perhaps you'll allow me to read it. Tonight, your petrol has been destroyed. Tomorrow, all German vehicles in Saint-Pierre will be immobilized.
Well?
Careful, mon petit. Whatever you do, don't let them see you laughing.
One is not allowed to laugh anymore.
Oh, no, it's forbidden. Remember now, you go and ask for Monsieur Boileau. Tell him I sent you. Allez, allez, allez.
It is an insult to the German army. It is an outrage. It is banditry, nothing less. 50 cars immobilized.
52.
Oh, don't argue. And you were going to deal with it. You had made special arrangements to safeguard all the cars.
I have covered everything I could think of.
Well, you didn't think enough. They will pay dearly for their little joke. 52 cars immobilized.
'53, Herr Oberstleutnant.
Gefälligst den Mund halten, nun habe ich aber genug.
Monsieur Boileau? I come from Madame Labouche. She said you might help me with my papers.
Another one, eh? Is the whole of France up to tricks? Well, I suppose I'll have to do something. But if the mayor found out, I don't know what would happen.
I know how to keep quiet about it.
Let's see your papers.
I wish to see the mayor at once.
Certainly, Monsieur le Commandant.
Good morning, Monsieur le Commandant.
Hi, Littler. Tell me, when the English were stationed here, did they have any tires punctured?
But of course not, Monsieur le Commandant. Oh, yes, Monsieur le Commandant.
52 of our cars were found with their tires punctured this morning. Last night I got the usual note of warning, and inside was another cross of Lorraine. It's organized sabotage. Every movement is carefully planned and impudently carried out. I warn you, Mayor, that we intend to crush this senseless resistance with the most ruthless measures in our power. A criminal behind it will be found if we have to shoot the whole population. And when we do find him, may God have mercy on him.
Bonjour, Monsieur le Commandant. You look very well this morning.
Oh, I feel very well.
A little wine, perhaps?
Well,
You don't look so good, Monsieur Fonclay.
Mademoiselle, an officer wearing a German uniform can look nothing but good.
Of course.
About the occurrence of last night, I have decided to fine the town 500,000 francs to be paid by tomorrow morning.
500,000 francs?
Correct.
But, Monsieur le Commandant, it is impossible. Saint-Pierre is a small town. We've been fined twice already. We cannot do it. If you insist, I cannot hold myself responsible. I must resign my position.
Nonsense. You are a sincere collaborator. We appreciate it. But it's our duty to keep order. The fine must be paid.
Won't do any good, you know.
What do you mean?
Will only cause more ill feeling and more trouble. Surely you realize that that isn't the right way to go about it. You're a clever man, Monsieur.
Thank you. What would you do in my place?
Well, don't display so openly the fact that you're here to keep us in order. All those patrols stamping about at night, for instance, they get on people's nerves.
You mean I should call them off?
And leave the field clear for the gallant gentlemen who send us the Lorraine crosses?
That's done to irritate you, because you irritate our people. Couldn't you trust them for a change? You'd get surprising results.
Very surprising, I'm sure.
No, Kleist. There's something in what she says.
I knew you would understand.
You are right, mademoiselle. I'll call off the patrols. For a start, you'll see what happens.
Splendid.
You see, I'm a sincere believer in Franco-German collaboration. We must see more of each other.
By all means. Why don't you dine with us tonight?
Dine?
There isn't much food, but you're very welcome.
Oh, it's very nice of you. Very nice indeed.
8 o'clock, then.
With pleasure.
There you are, but mind you keep your mouth shut about it.
What about a ration card?
Impossible. Unless you can get a job in the shipyard.
Oh, I'll try.
Mademoiselle, about the food problem. I shall have it sent to your house this afternoon.
You're so generous, Monsieur. How shall I thank you?
A real friend of the Boche, that one.
Then why did she risk?
She takes no risks. She knows which side her bread's buttered.
I can't believe it.
Any objection to working for the Germans?
If I had, I wouldn't be here.
We don't go in for politics. Just do the job, that's all.
Suits me.
All right. Go and find the foreman, and he'll tell you what to do.
Understand? You're not paid for doing nothing.
Hello. I was told to report to you.
Oh, I'm glad to see they fixed you up.
Thanks. That poker's a bit of a...
Oh, he's not so bad when you get friendly with him.
I'm particular who I get friendly with.
Well, if you want to remain friendly with us, you won't do too much work around here.
I'm feeling tired already.
Come along and I'll set you to work.
Where are you going to take me?
You'll see.
What is it, Matthew?
Jean-Baptiste, I have orders to bring him here.
Bit of a surprise seeing you here.
You thought I was a friend of the Boche. That's what the Boche think. Does he want to go to England?
Yes, he's from Saint-Nazaire.
Hey, wait a minute. How do you know anything about me?
We know all there is to know. We can't afford to take chances. The lives of everyone here now are in your hands. Isn't that enough?
Yes, I see.
Good night, monsieur. Pogo will look after you.
Is he...
The man whom the Boche wished to pay a fortune for? No, my friend. Even we don't know who that is. We get our orders through on Mathieu.
See. Where did that come from?
The Boche didn't get everything, you know. You've got collections like that all over France.
When are you going to use it?
When the English come. Now, would you like to do some work to help you on your way to England?
Yes, of course. Hey, wait a minute. What about them?
They'll be leaving soon. Tonight, perhaps.
Can't I go with them? I come from Saint-Nazaire. I've details of the submarine base, the docks and power plant. If I can get them to
So
England...
you shall, my friend. But first, we must make quite certain that your escape is not in any way traced back to us. Our work is important. It must go on.
Yes, of course.
Those men are English sailors, torpedoed off La Baule. They've been hiding here for weeks, waiting their chance. The Germans do not know of their existence as they know of yours. We will help you. When the orders come through from Mathieu, it is safe to do so. Not before.
Well, I wish them bon voyage.
No, you must dip.
What is dip?
Like this. One.
Oh, I see.
Magnificent. You're a born dancer.
We get on fine together.
Maybe it's because we cooperate.
Oh, one day you French will learn the wisdom of that.
You will if you do your bit. I'm sure you've forgotten the advice I gave you this morning.
On the contrary, there are no patrols in Saint-Pierre tonight.
Really?
Only near the shipyard, that's all.
I think you're the most intelligent man I've ever met.
If you will excuse me, a little something to drink? Excellent, Mayor.
Please, monsieur, I hardly knew you.
Oh, you will soon know me better.
I hope so.
You're a Frenchwoman, aren't you?
Even a French woman demands a little patience.
Well, what about cooperation?
Someday, perhaps.
It's Napoleon brandy. I've only a few bottles left. I keep it for special occasions.
And Monsieur le Commandant is a special occasion, aren't you?
You think so?
You are? Now, what do we drink to?
To cooperation?
Cooperation.
Ogo,
What is it, Monsieur?
the English sailors are to leave at once.
And the patrols?
Only one, near the shipyard.
Good. Where do you go, boys? Well, you better hurry, or you miss the tide. Voyage!
The bombing sun is there again.
Yeah, so.
It is better than Russia.
Now then. Discipline.
Yeah, Herr Unteroffizier. I was only...
Never mind.
That was a big one.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
Good night.
My dear. Good night. Hey, Riddler.
Not a bloody nosy inside.
Lovely in there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. For a little while, one can almost forget what's happening outside.
Yes. You know, mademoiselle, when I saw you this morning, I must have misunderstood something.
You mean the Commandant?
Yes.
My friend, you must realize my father's position as mayor. You see, it is necessary for us to be polite to our temporary guests.
Oh, yes, of course. I should have known. You're not angry with me?
No.
I'm so glad, because if you're not,
Yes?
well, I suppose you wouldn't... No, of course you wouldn't.
Wouldn't what?
Well, you wouldn't go to the cinema with me tonight, would you?
Cinema?
Yes, Charles Boyer.
Could you come round for me at the shop about 6?
I'll be there.
For information, 500 francs reward, restaurant regulations. For information, 1,000 francs reward, lodging regulations.
3 more men escaped last night. I've identified them as English sailors.
Identified them? What good is that? Try identifying the brains behind the escape.
Well, I have reward notices posted everywhere.
Reward notices. The enemy is escaping under our very nose, and all you can think of is reward notice.
It was not my idea to call off the patrols last night.
Kindly leave my friends out of this. Mademoiselle Marie is a charming, kind-hearted person who believes sincerely in collaboration.
There are other ways of making them collaborate.
What do you mean? What is it? Can't you see I'm busy?
Letter from headquarters, sir. Marked urgent.
All right. An ammunition train carrying bombs for our aerodromes will pass through Saint-Pierre tomorrow night. I'm instructed to guard the railway line with particular care. The bombs are destined for England. See that every precaution is taken and complete secrecy preserved. Heaven help you if you slip up this time. Prepare your dispositions at once.
I suggest we do that together.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I have an urgent appointment with the base commander, Saint-Nazaire.
Well, don't forget to give him this.
Thank you.
And give my respects to the base commander.
Certainly I will.
Lovely. But the material is not as good as yours. I haven't enough of this material to make a dress. But the belt's the same. I'll take it. Oh, I'm afraid it's very expensive. 900 francs. I can pay for it. Monsieur Reynard raised his salary. There are other ways of getting money. I've a new admirer. Really? You must be a very rich one. Yes. You're early. Oh, for a moment I thought it was someone else.
Is there someone else?
Oh, what a quaint idea.
No, good. I've come to take you out.
Oh, but I'm very sorry, but I can't.
Oh, nonsense. A pretty girl like you must have some fun, you know. Besides, I have a surprise for you, a little present.
Really?
But you shan't have it unless you come out with me. I shall be very offended if you say no.
There. They're ready. If you make no conquest in these, you're no true Frenchman. Put them on, put them on. No woman of my age likes to be reminded of the past.
Old hypocrite, you like nothing better.
Bah, vrai. But I think Mademoiselle Marie is a lucky girl.
I wish she thought so too. Ugh, they're damp.
Oh, what a fuss you make. They'll soon dry. Now, your handkerchief. Ha! If she stares one look for Charles Boyer, she's a bigger fool than I took her for.
Oh, my cap. I nearly forgot my cap.
My brother bought it in Paris.
No, mon petit.
No?
No.
But if I don't wear my cap, I can't raise it to her.
Nevertheless, no.
All right. But it comes from Paris.
Then we will send it back to Paris. Off with you, you'll be late.
Late? Oh, mon Dieu.
Jean-Baptiste, bonne chance.
You look very smart. Well, how do you like?
Like what?
My new dress.
Yes, it's very nice.
Nice enough for you to take me out?
I tell you what, I'm going to take you to the cinema.
When?
Now.
these demonstrations. Clear everybody out at once.
Come on, get up, come on, go on.
She's not worth bothering about.
You're right.
Oh, Jean-Baptiste, pourquoi? Oh, Jean-Baptiste, pourquoi? You know, Jean-Baptiste, I'll never forget the first night you came into the cafe. I said to myself, there's a man who's alive. There's a man who could make me happy. And I could make you happy too, chérie. Do you know that? Oh, you're not listening.
What?
Jean, the Boche have taken our food, our clothes, our money. But there's one thing they can't take from us.
Is there? Past curfew. Good night, little cabbage.
Herr von Kleist, instead of constantly admiring yourself, kindly telephone the manager of the cinema and inform him it is to be closed for 30 days as a disciplinary measure. It is perfectly disgraceful the way... How the hell...
The ammunition train will not reach its destination.
We shall see. We shall see. Kammer! Schmidt! Fischer! Wagner! Eckert! Hello? The train will pass through Saint-Pierre station at what? Yes. Yeah, right. Von Kleist, the troops are to be in position 2 hours before the train is due to pass.
Very good, sir.
Got any information?
Not yet, sir. But I have 12 men at the post office tapping every telephone line in town.
Oui, ma chère. Oh, c'est toujours la même chose. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, regulations. All the time, more regulations. But what can you expect after all? They're only Huns.
What did you hear?
Well, Herr Major, there was a man, and he said...
So what did you say? Come on, speak up.
He said tapping telephone wires won't get us anywhere, and...
Well, go on, go on.
And that you, Herr Major, are a bigger fool than you look.
I can't hear you! I can't hear myself speak! Will you go away? Can't you read the notice? No beggars, peddlers, nor street musicians allowed. Well?
9 o'clock is arranged. The signal box.
That is the outer cordon. No one can pass through without a permit. Then we have the inner rings. So, no one can pass through them alive. The men have orders to shoot on sight.
Excellent.
Now, the Paris Express passes through Saint-Pierre at 8:51. Exactly 3 minutes later, our train passes a junction 8 miles up the line here. A bell will ring to indicate this. You will have your headquarters in the station master's office. You will be connected by telephone with all our posts.
And the railway line?
We have men posted every 50 yards along the line.
I don't see how they can get near the train, whatever their plan.
Nor do I. But they have a plan. You may be sure of that.
Bonjour, Germaine. My. What about coming to the cinema with me tonight?
Why, the station master giving you the sack?
No, change the shifts.
Why?
Don't ask questions, ma petite. Now, what about the cinema?
Hello. She's doing nothing. Why not give her a treat?
Very good, Fräulein. Your information is trivial, perhaps, but it indicates that you are keeping your eyes open. You do credit to your German origin.
Thank you, monsieur.
I understand you do have German blood.
My mother was from the Rhineland.
Ah, and your father?
He was French. They met after the last war when our soldiers were occupying Germany.
There is no need to go into details.
No, monsieur.
And by the way, keep your ears open for any mention of the railway.
The railway?
You have heard something?
Oh, nothing important, except the signalman told me he was off duty and someone else was going to do his job for the night.
I see. Someone else will be in the signal box to do his job. So that is how they are going to do it. You have given me useful information, Fräulein, and it is possible that tomorrow you will receive 20,000 francs.
You mean the reward for the Lorraine Cross people?
Exactly. And remember, not a word of this to anyone. Understand?
Yes, monsieur.
Good day.
What's all this about?
Never mind. We will take care of everything until the train's gone through.
Things get worse every day. The Boches are becoming unbearable. You should be more careful. No, no, my friend. When one is even denied one's petit Parisien, the limit has been reached.
What's the matter?
It's an outrage, monsieur. I called at the station this evening to collect my newspaper as usual, but I could not get near the place. Boches everywhere, inside, outside, behind, before, everywhere. And most impolite. Most impolite.
Boches all around the station? Why?
I do not know, monsieur, and I do not care.
I think I'll take a walk that way.
As you like, my friend, but I warn you, you'll be grossly insulted.
One expects that from the Boche.
Jean. Sherry, don't go near the station tonight. There's going to be trouble there.
Trouble? How do you know?
From a soldier in there. He'd been drinking, and when they drink, they talk.
What sort of trouble? What did he say?
Oh, does it matter? You don't want to be mixed up in it, that's all.
What sort of trouble?
Well, it's the Lorraine Cross people again. They're up to some mischief or other. The signalman's been changed, and the Germans know.
I'll tell him.
Sherry, please. Jean, don't go. They'll kill you.
Mathieu, I must speak to you at once. Quietly, my friend, quietly.
The Paris train. 10 more minutes.
Five minutes more. I'll be getting along to the signal box to receive the Lorraine Cross in person.
You think he will get there after all?
If he does. Everything in order?
Oi, correct, Herr Major.
Nothing has been touched in here?
No, Herr Major.
Good, then all we have to do is wait.
Where's the commandant?
Inside, Herr Leutnant.
He's all right, thank God. Come. Oberstleutnant, you must leave this place at once. Why, what's the matter?
Half an hour ago, I got this message and Lorraine Cross with it. Let this be a warning to keep away from your German friends. The commandant will die tonight. A time bomb has been placed under his office at the station.
Heavens, we must get out here at once. Locate the bomb, call the guards. Come on, mademoiselle.
A corporal inside here. 2 men.
You better wait here, my dear.
Do be careful.
Yes.
There. There. I can hear it, Herr Lieutenant.
Get it out, you fool. Tear the bolts up.
Here it is, Herr Lieutenant.
Get it out. Get it out. Throw it. Throw it out of the window, quick. Throw it.
Get back to your posts. alive down there?
Yes, Herr Major.
Jetzt genau, Herr Major.
You'll be late at the shipyard.
I'm on the second shift.
Lucky for you. Your arm will be stiff.
Good. One arm's better than two when you're working for the Bosch.
True enough. I wonder where you were last night when the train crashed.
Up with the girl.
She's got sharp teeth, that girl. What would Mademoiselle Marie have to say?
Interfering old Marseillaise busybody.
Very well, then. You shan't have the letter that just came for you.
Give me that letter.
No, you shan't have it.
Mother of 1,000 devils,
No.
give me that
No.
letter.
Oh, dear me, my poor heart. Oh. What does it say?
Just thank you.
Is that all? Who is it from?
I wish I knew. You get prettier every day.
And you get saucier. Out with you, out with you. And don't forget, call at the pharmacy and get that iodine.
Hello, Morrow, what's the matter? The bandits. Catch me stepping off any pavement for any dirty Bosch.
Look at that. See you later.
Au revoir, mademoiselle, and thank you for calling this morning.
Oh, I thought you'd need cheering up.
It was a charming thought. You, get off.
What's that?
Get off the pavement. Don't you know that you are to give way to Germans?
Why should I?
You have seen the order. Get off and be quick about it.
This is France and I'm a Frenchman. I'm not giving way to anybody.
Get off, you scum! For self-defense.
Self-defense?
Come, my dear.
Get back! Move on, move on.
had no right to come here. You're as much to blame for his death as they are.
Hello.
Pogo been in this evening?
No.
Is he coming in?
He usually does, but it's getting near curfew. Why?
Would you mind giving him this if he turns up?
Oh, you found in the street, I suppose.
Something like that.
Evening, Germaine. Where's everybody tonight?
Home, where they should be at curfew.
Well, it's time for a cup of coffee. Bring me a brioche if you got one.
Your wife's away, isn't she?
Yes, staying with her mother at St. Nazaire.
Rosette asked me to give this to you.
Oh. Did she?
She did.
Oh, no reason why I shouldn't take her out for a drink, is there?
Oh, I don't mind. If your wife doesn't.
Perhaps after all, I better be getting along. One can't afford to take chances. No.
The Commandante.
Yes? Yes? Oh, I see. Well, go back and wait for me. I'll join you at once.
A rendezvous?
Yes, with the gentlemen of the Lorraine Cross, I hope. What? I think we have a lead on where they're meeting. I'm going to have a look.
I'll come with you.
No, there is no need to disturb yourself.
Nonsense. You are sure it isn't the other kind of rendezvous?
Quite sure. I take my work seriously.
Obviously. Still, I'll come with you. We mustn't let the same thing happen to your other eye.
That's it.
But where does it lead to?
That's what we're going to find out.
Stay here, all of you. Hadn't we better go?
No, you heard what Pogo said.
There are two bodies outside. We must carry them as far as possible. Hold her here. I had to bring her in. Come on, quick, hurry.
So they got your friends. What are you going to say about that?
What do you want me to say?
What were you doing out there?
I was on my way home.
Do you expect me to believe that?
You believe what you like.
I'll tell you what I believe. I'm an ordinary man, Mademoiselle Marie. I have the failings of an ordinary man. I've done many things in my life of which I am ashamed. But I believe that I would not willingly trade my country or my countrymen for the price of a few favors, for the protection of my own precious skin. And I believe that if I did so, I should not be fit to call myself a Frenchman. I should not be fit to live.
The Commandant is dead. The other, I'm not sure.
Ist der Herr Kommandant?
Well?
Safely stowed away in an alley.
Good. What about her?
If you're wise, monsieur, you will allow me to go back to my home.
So you can run to the Boche with the whole story?
I give you my word, I won't say anything.
What's your word worth?
Oh, one moment, my friends. I have orders about Mademoiselle. They're to let her go at once.
Are you mad?
Yes, he says.
Supposing the German patrols see her?
I have a permit to be out after curfew.
Yes, of course, you would have. It's insane to let her go.
When you've been with us a little longer, Jean-Baptiste, you'll understand that our safety depends on carrying out orders, whatever they may be. Now let's all go home. Tomorrow may be difficult for all of us.
Well, how is von Kleist this morning?
About the same, Herr Gruppenführer. He has not been able to speak yet.
Ah, we shall see.
Achtung! Have the mayor brought here at once. He's waiting for you now. Good. I'll enjoy a little chat with him. Alone. I beg your pardon, Herr Gruppenführer. Meine Mann!
But, monsieur, you cannot punish the whole town.
Perhaps not, but I can make an example. I shall want 50 hostages.
Hostages?
You will supply me with the names.
I can't do that.
I should advise you to think again.
No.
What's your name, Herr Mayor?
Duchesne, Pierre Duchesne.
Pierre Duchesne. Very well, then. As the leading figure of the town, it is fitting that you should head the list of hostages. I shall expect you to report here at 7 o'clock tonight. And now, if you will excuse me, I must pay 1 or 2 courtesy calls. A list of hostages is posted outside this building. But the generous offer of £1 million francs reward is made to anyone who will furnish the name of the culprit. Alternatively, if any one of you has a relative who is a prisoner of war, I'm prepared to release him if you help me discover the murderer. But if you refuse to cooperate, the hostages are ordered to give themselves up by 7 o'clock tonight. Heil Hitler!
Father, there's someone here to see you. He says it's very important.
Very well. You will be brief, please, monsieur.
Certainly, but I must see you alone.
You can speak in front of my daughter. She knows all my affairs.
I don't want her to know mine.
I'll go for
No. If monsieur wishes to speak to me, he can speak in your presence.
Very well, if you give me no option. But first, I must have your word as a Frenchman, that you won't disclose what I'm going to tell you to anyone.
You have my word.
Thank you. You and 49 others are to be shot at 10 o'clock tonight.
That is so.
Unless the assassin of the commandant is discovered.
Yes.
At 5 minutes to 10, I want you to give the Germans the name of the assassin.
You mean you want me to denounce him?
Yes. I am the man.
You?
He's lying, Father. I know what happened last night.
You promised not to speak of it.
I promised not to give you away, which is a very different thing.
Monsieur le Maire, by the time you denounce me, I shall be well away.
Where to? The Germans are everywhere.
They're not in England, they're not likely to be.
You can't escape tonight. It's impossible.
I'm willing to take the risk.
Tonight of all nights, you haven't a chance. I still believe the Germans are bluffing. I don't think they'd dare to shoot 50 innocent people.
You underrate them. I assure you, your father's life is at stake.
My friend, my life is of no great importance. It would be a privilege to die for France.
You mean you won't do as I ask? Monsieur. Mademoiselle.
France can do with men like that.
No, my friend. My name is on the list. There is nothing to be done. It is difficult for me to realize that I shall never see my son again. I had been so sure, so certain that one day I should see him walking down that street out there, helping to drive the Boche back where they came from, as his father did before him. And it will happen, Jean-Baptiste. Make no mistake about that. But I shall not be here to see it. No, mon petit. Don't try to persuade me. It has to be. I hope you meet my son. I think you would like each other. Please, go now.
They'll never dare to do it. Never. I know human nature.
They've shot hostages before. People just as innocent. In Paris and Bordeaux. Shot like dogs. Buried like paupers in a common grave.
Buried like a pauper? Me? When I've worked all my life, saved and saved? No, that couldn't happen.
Have it your own way.
No, wait, my friend. I don't believe the Germans would shoot any of us. But I've been careful all my life, and I'm not going to be buried like a pauper. Not me, not buried like a pauper.
Have you been with the Army of Occupation long, Lieutenant Rabinovich?
I beg your pardon, Herr Gruppenführer. My name is Rabenau.
Yes, of course. Stupid of me. Must be my recollection of Poland. I expect you are longing for action, eh? Perhaps for a transfer to the Russian front, huh? What about it, Herr Rabinovich? Oh, Rabenau.
I'm content to do my duty as directed, Herr Seitz.
Splendid. A transfer might be arranged. One never knows. Who is this girl you spoke of, with whom the commandant was friendly?
Marie Duchesne, the mayor's daughter. There's no doubt that the mayor is a sincere collaborator.
Quite. That's why I chose him to head a list of hostages. It shows our strict impartiality. And the other young woman?
Germaine Bertrand, a cafe waitress. A collaborator, too. In fact, an informer.
I see. I'd better see her first. You will arrange that, Herr Rabinovich?
Germaine Bertrand?
Yes?
Come with us. You're wanted at the Kommandantur.
She can't be as stupid as she pretends to be. Make her sit up. Now listen carefully. Don't be afraid. All we've got to do is to find who this belongs to. And we've got the culprit. Is that clear? Good. Now think. What woman in Saint-Pierre owns a dress made of this material? French are even more stupid than the Poles and the Czechs. I should regret being compelled to use similar measures with them. Particularly when dealing with such a charming young woman. However, I have some definite information. It is likely there will be an arrest within the hour. You may go now. I've finished with you. Release her. Well, Lieutenant Rabenau, I've got a special mission for you.
Mademoiselle Marie, I've come to warn you.
I've orders for you. You're not to leave here on any account.
How did you know I was going?
Never mind. Monsieur Pogo has instructions that you're not to have that boat.
Who gave him those instructions? No one I told could.
Won't you sit down?
No, thank you. I prefer to stand.
Some wine?
Yes, please. I understand you were friendly with the commandant.
Yes, I was. His death was very distressing to me.
You weren't in love with him, were you?
No. But my father and I saw a great deal of him. Like ourselves, he believed in Franco-German collaboration. I was very fond of him.
Oh, you are a sentimentalist. Just like me. Only flowers are my weakness. May we go in?
By all means. I, too, am fond of flowers. It's nice to know we have something in common.
Charming. Charming. What magnificent camellias.
But you must see the carnations. They're my favorite.
Delightful.
Do you like them?
But first, let me look at the camellias. It's quite unusual to find camellias superb at this time of the year.
Yes.
And incidentally, this. A cross, eh?
Cross of Lorraine.
The symbol of Free France, is it not?
Yes.
Your friend, the late commandant, received quite a number of these little crosses. What is this one doing here?
Oh, I left it there.
Oh, have you many others?
No, that's the only one. As a matter of fact, I received it the other night with a note warning me against my friendship with Germans.
I see. Well, I mustn't detain you.
I should dislike being detained.
Oh, you mean the... Oh, that's very funny. Au revoir, mademoiselle. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
I wish I could do more.
Oh, not at all. Our little talk was most helpful. Heil Hitler.
Mademoiselle,
What are you doing here?
I think you're the bravest person I ever met. I was such a fool. Can you forgive me?
Of course. And I want to thank you.
Huh? For what?
For your help at the signal box.
I wish I'd known it was you.
Well, now you know.
Yes. I'm afraid our friend Sights knows, too.
Yes.
You must leave at once.
And go where?
Come to England with me.
No, I can't leave France.
But you're not safe in France. They'll search for you everywhere, and they're thorough, these Boche. If you're caught, what use are you to France? In England, there's so much that we can do. Please, it's the only way. The boat's ready. We can leave tonight.
But my father...
I'm sure he'll think as I do.
I must talk to him.
That means you will go.
I can't promise. I'll do what he says. And now, please, go.
Herr Gruppenführer, there's been a demonstration outside the church.
Bring me those exhibits, the crosses.
Jawohl. There's been a demonstration...
At once!
There's been a demonstration outside the church.
A demonstration, eh? Arrest 50 hostages.
50 more?
Must I repeat my orders? Arrest them at once.
Jawohl. Whom shall we arrest?
Stop asking stupid questions. Send out a squad of men and round up the first 50 people you can find.
Jawohl, Herr Gruppenführer.
Camellia superba. Camellia superba.
Remember, it is my wish. And so, no tears?
Yes, but Father, what will happen to you?
Nothing will happen to me. I've always been so proud of your courage. Is it to fail us now?
But...
Quickly, they're here.
Your daughter.
She's not here.
We shall see. Schultz, search every house in the town. Inform all neighboring towns and villages. Stop all cars. Trouble the guards. Question all suspects. And Schultz, don't be polite.
Can't understand it. He said he would come straight here.
Don't you worry, he'll turn up all right.
I've bad news for you, mademoiselle.
Jean-Baptiste has been arrested with 50 new hostages.
Arrested?
No charge is preferred against you. You are being held as a hostage. Next. Name?
Marcel Leblanc.
Occupation?
Fisherman.
No charge is preferred against you. You are being held as a hostage. Name?
Jean-Baptiste.
The entrance is in the pump house. There is a trap door. You will find...
If we hurry, gentlemen, we may catch the lot.
Jean, I didn't think you could do it.
Bravo, Jean, bravo. Bill's almost ready.
Good.
Is there any news of my father?
I saw Jacques. He swore he'd do as he promised.
They'll all die. I know it.
You have no idea of the game. 15 minutes.
This place is damp. Bad for my rheumatism.
Goodbye and good luck to you both.
I want to thank you for your unquestioning obedience and trust in me. But now you must carry on the struggle without me. I shall work and fight and pray for the day when I can come back to you. Goodbye, my dear, dear friends. May God be with you.
You're too late, Monsieur Les Boches. Come.
You wish to betray your country for a little silver?
No, Monsieur le Maire, you don't understand. It has all been arranged. I'll fool the Germans, trick them and save us all.
Yes, and all of you! Are we to stab our country in the back? Are we so base as that? We are a little people, unimportant people, but we are the people of France. It is by us that France will be remembered. Are we to fail her?
Listen, my children. There have been hostages before us. Have they saved themselves? If they had pleaded for mercy or denounced their compatriots, they could have obtained their freedom. None has done so, none, and why? Because they knew that at the first murmur, the first sign of weakness, all the Boche would have to do would be to make a few more arrests. They would know that someone would be denounced. They would know that someone would plead for mercy, and they would know that our spirit was broken. The torch of freedom has been passed into our keeping. It is a sacred trust. Let us be sure we pass it on, not quench it now. For in us, the spirit of France lives or dies.
Come along.
Allons, enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé.
Contre nous de la tyrannie, l'étendard sanglant élevé, l'étendard sanglant élevé. Entendons-nous dans ces campagnes mugir ces féroces soldats. Ils viennent jusque dans nos bois, égorger nos filles et nos campagnes. Aux armes, citoyens, formez vos bataillons. Marchons, marchons, que sans recul, œuvre nos sillons.
Bring the boat up to those steps there. Pity to spoil such a romantic journey. To England, no doubt. Put that light out. You stay where you are.